Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can quickly create a connection inside of Airbyte to start moving your data easily. Assuming you've already signed into your Airbyte workspace, I'm going to go to the top right section here where you see the new connection button, click that, and I'm going to go ahead and set up a new source. For this example, I'm going to use Postgres, and as you can see, we have a couple text boxes here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that in using my specific Postgres instance information. It's as simple as logging into one of your accounts. So let's go ahead and fill this out. Once I have all this information filled out, I'm going to go down here and click Set Up Source. Once that's finished, I'm going to go ahead and set up a new destination. In this example, I'm going to send all my e-commerce data over to BigQuery, so let's go ahead and set that up the exact same way. Now that the connection is made, we're going to go ahead and select our streams as well as set up a couple other options. First is going to be our sync mode, how we want our data to be delivered over to our destination. We can either choose replicate source or we can append historical changes. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and just replicate the source to make it easy. Down at the bottom here, you're going to see our select streams panel where you can see all the streams, or in this case tables, that came from the source. I had 4 tables within my Postgres database, so I'm going to go ahead and enable all of those right here. On the right hand side over here, you're going to see sync modes. We can individually select how we want to sync our data per stream. So whether we want incremental appends or full refresh, anything like that, we can select that individually per stream. We can click into a random stream here and see all the individual rows and columns for this specific table. We can also see the data types, what they're coming in as. We can see what the primary key is set to and things like that. So there's a lot of customization here where you can either select a specific row to not come in and things like that for your data. Once we're done there, we're going to go to the bottom right and click next. On the configure connections page, we can see that we can select or change our connection name. I'm going to leave it default. We have a built-in scheduler within Airbyte, so we have 3 different options. You can go with our built-in scheduler. You can choose to manually sync this, or you can put in a cron job. For this tutorial, I'm going to go with our internal scheduler, and you can see our different times that you can set it to. I'm going to leave mine to every 24 hours. Here we can set the destination namespace where we're going to replicate data in the destination. I'm going to leave this as destination defined, where I set it to go specifically to the e-commerce_data dataset within BigQuery. If there's a specific prefix that you want to put per stream so that you can easily identify these, you can also set that. I'm not going to. Now that we're all set here, I'm going to finish and sync. Now we're going to let this sync run and come back once it's finished. Now that the sync is done, let's go ahead and look at the job history. Right here, you can see the size of the actual sync, how many records were extracted, how many records were loaded into the destination, as well as how long the job took right here. If you want a more detailed view of what's happening under the hood, you can go to the right-hand side, click View Logs, and here is where you can view our logs to see what Airbyte is doing under the hood. Now that the destination has our data, let's go ahead and head over to BigQuery and take a look at what the data looks like. So here I'm in my BigQuery warehouse. If I go down here, I'm going to see e-commerce_data dataset. I'm going to go ahead and toggle that down, and you can see the 4 streams that we had inside of Airbyte that came from Postgres is now here inside of BigQuery. I'm going to go ahead and click the customers table at random. You can see that our schema is here as well as their types. If I click preview, you can see that the data is coming with some Airbyte metadata as well as the data itself straight from Postgres. And that right there is how easy it is to move your data using Airbyte Cloud.